Hello Reshaper, hope you're fantastic today. In today's very stream, I want to share with you how to improve your affirmation game. Do you actually do affirmation? And I told you back in the days like affirmation don't work that much. Maybe you should switch or don't do it at all. And I have changed my mind because some affirmation do work. And it also depends on your type if affirmation do work or not on you. However, I know that affirmation do work when you are do a certain thing. And by the way, if you're curious, I'm also doing my YouTube stream right now, playing a little bit around with my green screen. You can just go onto YouTube, into my channel, just type in pogodora space DORA. Alternatively, just go into my profile and there is a link to my website where you click on the link and then there's a fifth link and you can enter the live stream right now. And by the way, the live stream on YouTube is in 4K and a better sound quality and green screen. Okay, so let's jump in. How do you do your affirmations? Some people are saying like, for example, I have really respect for him, but Joe Dispenza, you have to do your own affirmation. And this is right, you have to do your own affirmation. And sometimes you can just affirmation from someone like what was it? Boosted affirmation? Or what was because it was powerful, like money affirmation, something like that. Master affirmation, not master affirmation, but there's actually in boss affirmation or something like that. On YouTube you can search it. And there's just nothing but affirmation. It's good. It's good. It's with binaural beats. It's awesome good. However, those affirmations are not always congruent with yourself, especially not with your state. For example, let me tell you one example when you're freaking broke. For example, many people are broke right now. And what happened is when you're broke and you say, well, I'm freaking millionaire, the affirmation was everyone telling you, well, it might work out for some time, but mostly your brain will say, dude, you're just lying to yourself. And then you can go the next step and go the Tony Robbins road and say like, okay, affirmation do not work, let's do some incantation. And incantation is just affirmation but screaming around and using your body more actively. It might help you, and some people are really content with it, really good with it. However, for some people even this might not work. Why? Because their brain is even stronger and say, dude, no matter how much you try, you just lying to yourself. Full stop. Thank you for watching, Morishita-san. And what is really important to understand is, well, we are doing oftentimes affirmation that just don't congruent with our core self. Just don't congruent at all. So what kind of affirmation you should do instead of? Well, you should do instead of, first of all, you have to figure out what are your talents. You might know that like 2 days before, for several weeks, I just told about my own talents, but I've told about my own talents. Well, first of all, I just want you that you know myself better. In the second place, I want also to, when you have people with the same talent as myself, you know exactly what to do with those people when they react this and that way. So you have actually already, not just knowing myself, but knowing people who might be the same, or you might have even the same talent as myself. Some talents might be the same in the same place as myself, and then you know exactly what to do. So this is one thing. The other thing is you have to figure out your own talents. You have to figure out your own talents and on your conscious and subconscious talents, and also your bright and the dark side of the talents. And now we can go through the methods how to figure out your talents. Well, easiest way, you just go on a horoscope and just type in your when you're born, the date you're born, the place you're born, and also the hour you're born, the minute you're born. And then you can see it with astrological things. You can make an natal card, and with the natal card you can see like to what kind of signs you should go. You for example, myself, I am a Gemini with the sun sign in Gemini, but my moon sign, which is actually the mental part, is not Gemini, but how they called? Bum, 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 bum. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. My moon sign is Sagittarius, so more like focused towards goals. This is actually my mental sign. And then you have also the sign of how's it called? I forget the name. Something with A. This is a sign of fish. It means to what kind of no fish, but Pisces. This is Pisces. This is sign of Pisces, and so I have those two signs. But the sign of Pisces is a sign where I have to put my goals on. So it's more like in Pisces sign is more about being not more in business, but more things like be more spiritual, do more spiritual stuff. It's more, it has more to do with spirituality. And then you can figure out what kind of talents you have. That's one thing. Another thing is, of course, human design, which is everyone is human design is the best thing. Yes and no. Human design is really great. However, for some sciences, it's just things like, hey, you have to sit there and do nothing. Because they have like, human design is like the abbreviation of the I Ching, of the old ancient book of from China, right? Which is more than 5,000 years old. And this is abbreviation of it. And human design is just giving you the guidelines. You should this, which is good for things for people who don't know what to do at all, or who had like this kind of assumptions like, okay, I have to do this, but this is a different thing. And this is good for orientation. However, it's not that much trustable like I Ching. I Ching is more powerful, and you can find, I mean, going through the whole I Ching thing is pretty harsh. It is really, it's fun, but it's harsh. It's a lot of thing to learn. And what you can do, maybe there are some emulators for I Ching things, and then you can find out your talents. For this part that I was in this mastermind group, this is currently in Russian. And they are actually working on a prototype in English. It will be out soon, and I will tell you when it's out. Then you can have everything that I got also there, and it will be just amazing for you. Then you can figure out your own talents. And when you use those tools and figure out your own talents, in the first place, you see your talents, and then what you do is you see the bright side and do the affirmation of the bright side. Because the bright side is actually the highest ranked of this whole talent, the highest exposure. And then you are taking the bright side and just make an affirmation of the bright side. And once you write down the affirmations of the bright side, then you go and what you can do, of course, for myself, the whole affirmations were in Russian, so I can read Russian, but I'm not that fluent in Russian, like in reading Russian. I'm not that fluent in reading Russian. I can read way faster in English or German or Japanese even than in Russian, because Russian words are pretty some of them has a really weird spelling, and some of them are pretty long, same as in German. And this is the thing, you can ask someone who has a good voice if you don't to record this voice, or you can record your own voice, which is might be if you are capable to do it, right? If you like myself in Russian, like I'm not good in reading those kind of languages, then it's good to ask someone. However, if you're fine with it, just record your own voice, because affirmation is always an I statement. And you record your voice, and then you can record it once, and then you can put it on binaural beats. Binaural beats, you can use theta beats for morning and alpha for evening, something like that, or beta for evening, right? And beta for evening, theta for evening and beta for morning. right? And when you do this, you record them, put them together, and voila, you have a track. And then you put it on a recorder or you put it on a mobile phone, and then you listen towards it. The first thing when you wake up, you listen to this affirmation. Just listen to it. It might be like 30 minutes. Listen to it. And the last thing you do in the morning, in the evening, you also, right before going to bed, you listen towards it. You listen, and even you can sleep with it. It might be even better and sleep with it, because doing this sleeping cycles, and when you listen to it, it will kind of reform your brain, rewire your own brain schemes, your own neutrons in your brain. Okay, so this is one thing. Another thing is really powerful is to not just to listen to this, but to write them. And I have to try it out more, because I've been lazy on this part, I'm honest. However, by writing down those things, when you type with your PC or cell phone, it is okay, but just maybe tens of these neurons will be activated. But if you use your hands and write it down, even you just copy it, it will activate tens of thousands, millions of neurons that are rewiring your brain over and over again, and the process becomes even faster. So these 3 things you should do, and this is really powerful. And I hope you may try it out. You can figure out your own talents, because it is really powerful if you affirm your own talents and not someone else's. You affirm your own things that you already have. It might be conscious, it might be subconscious, it might be, and you affirm, of course, the bright side of it, not the dark side, right? And then you affirm it. And this is so much powerful, because you become more conscious of your own talents in the first place. And the second place is you see what is the highest exposure of those talents, and then you just say it over and over again, and those talents will activate more and faster and faster and faster, and you will recognize them in your free time and also in your daily life. And then you can actually accomplish everything. And this is really powerful, and I really truly want you to do this, because before I said like, no, affirmation doesn't work, that's just bullshit, because your brain, when those affirmations are just not congruent with yourself. And when you're doing affirmations like you're freaking broken, you say affirmations, I am the multimillionaire. No, you're just bullshitting yourself. Just don't do it. Just don't. This is a waste of time, of your power, of everything. So don't do it. Just first of all, figure out your own talents. Figure out your own talents. Record them with your own voice. Figure out your own talents. Make of it an affirmation, and record this affirmation with binaural beats, like two things, beta beats for morning and theta beats for the evening, and listen it every morning and evening. And the third one is you write down those things. You copy with your hands. You write it literally down in your journal. You journal it down, your affirmation, every single freaking day. And when you do it, you will see that your brain is reviving even faster, not just to listen to it, but you're also doing it. And this is really powerful. This is why I want to share with you. Okay, try it out, and I hope you have an awesome day. In the end, I just want to make a massive shout out to Maurice Wataru-san and rating Jeremy-san. Thank you for watching, and as always, do not let yourself surpass you now. See you tomorrow.